What up, Fight World? We working.
He was convicted and is serving concurrent life sentences. I'm just glad that he
The vampires.
and I'm glad that it settles the question once and for all. That's what's important to us. Um, it's not up to us. Vengeance is not up to us. The Lord will take care of that. Art Corbin had gotten away with murder once, but by 2004,
Yo.
forensic science made sure he wouldn't do it again.
Yo, what up, Fight World? We back.
He might be smarter than some of us as individuals.
What's good?
Collectively, as our science and
Oh, man.
he's not smarter than all that. If the forensics hadn't advanced from 90
Yo, I'm going to see if we can get a little crowd. If not, I'm going to do this stream later. Y'all got to smash the like button. Y'all got to get that likes up. Nah, the fight was in Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta. I'm not in Baltimore. Y'all got to get them likes up. That's all I know. That's all I know.
The Outer Banks of North Carolina is one of America's favorite getaway destinations. Nearly 7 million people visit these beaches every year. The beaches are very
Ego, I got to update you on the situation I told you about. Who said that? I'll hit you up. Yeah, hit me up. Man, Davis did his damn thing. Hey, this shit is funny though. I know y'all wanted to hear my thoughts.
Never was totally right for her. It had to be perfect, and she never found the Mr. Perfect.
What time is it for everybody? Cause I'm man. These fights down south and the East Coast, they be ending hella late.
The girls decided that they wanted to get home. They were tired, and they wanted to pack up. Janet was still having fun and was partying.
What time is it for everybody?
Because she was
4 a.m.
by herself, and they knew that
Yep.
it'd be easier.
We on the same time, so your man is putting in work. Man, I'm putting in that fucking work. It's 4 in the morning. Nah, it's 4 a.m. out here.
She was only wearing a blue denim top with no clothing below the waist, and she was clutching a pair of white shorts.
Long day, but it was great. Y'all gotta smash the like button though.
With gray socks inside. It was very odd that there was this rape and murder on the beach and this shoes.
Gamboa was dead meat, like I told you, Big Ego. Yeah, we gonna talk about it. Hey.
Police decided not to release the cause of death to the media. So if a suspect knew how she was killed, there would be only one way he'd know that.
Hey, new media, digital mob. Let's get it. Yeah, digital mob. Y'all hear me? Digital mob. We out here mobbing. We the motherfucking mob. Yeah. Man, Tank Davis is a superstar because he entering that level. Gamboa tore his Achilles. I don't know. I ain't hear that. But he still got his ass beat. It don't matter. Because the reason he tore his Achilles is from getting knocked down by Tank Davis. He didn't just tear his Achilles doing nothing. He got knocked down. Listen, old media is livid. I told you. Like, Tank is entering that level of hate. Like, level of hate where is getting up there. Like, him and Wilder, the hate is getting up there, boy. I'm not gonna say quite Mayweather hate yet, but it's on the path to that. It's on the path to that Mayweather level hate. It's on that path, man. Him and Wilder, they getting hate like crazy. Yeah, Mikey Garcia said Gamboa ain't this and that. Listen, I'm gonna give my thoughts, and then I'll talk about the hate some more. Listen, man, fuck all this other stuff. I'm gonna tell you my thoughts. That's why y'all came here. You could have been any place in the world, but you here with me. So here it goes. Icy's right. They hate Tank because he's associated with Mayweather promotion. They hate Tank because he's black. A lot of these motherfuckers be racist. They be saying stupid shit. Little shit like that. The black athlete got to do 10 times, 15 times more to impress you, but then you be putting non-black fighters in your top three, saying they the best thing since the fucking iPhone, and they ain't even did nothing. But Tank gotta, he gotta look like invincible or some bullshit, some standard that, like, bro, Chavez Jr. has been given 1,000 opportunities, right? 1,000. He still got supporters. You just seen his last fight. He's still got supporters. How? What is Chavez Jr.? Bro, he ain't put. Literally, my favorite Chavez Jr. performance is Andy Lee. That shit was like 2008 or some shit. 2010. That shit was a decade ago. He's still got people who are, you know, who are openly supporting him. Tank Davis ain't do nothing wrong. He missed weight, right? That's not good. It's not professional. We talked about it. We keep it consistent, right? He missed weight. But how is Chavez Jr.? First of all, Tank didn't miss weight by 5 pounds. Second of all, Tank made weight after he missed weight. So within the allotted time per the rules, he still made weight. He didn't make it at the first, attempt. So how the fuck do people openly support Chavez Jr. and he doing way fouler? And you know what I'm saying? This how you know when you great. People try to. You look at LeBron had a good ass game, and because he didn't get a triple double in the finals, it was a bad game. You would swear that Tank Davis, like I'm at the fight, bro. I'm at the fight. And I start looking at old media comments, like when things settle down and I'm in the Uber and I'm start looking at comments to see what people like said to my Twitter, what people said on different platforms in the comment section. I peeped it a little bit. And I'm at the fight and I'm like, man, maybe watch a different fight. Cause you would swear Gervonta Tank Davis lost. You hear what I'm saying? You would think that he lost based on the feedback. I'm like, what the fuck? What did y'all watch? Like, listen. First of all, we got to take it down to the actual factuals. The co-feature and the main event was crack. Very good fights. Like I predicted, everybody has closed their year with more solid fights with solid outcomes than DAZN. Remember? I told you that. I said the only person who has to close their year with their final fight is Showtime. We've seen Top Rank's last card of the year, ESPN. We've seen Fox's Charlo Harrison. I was at that fight. And we've seen Tank Davis and Showtime. And we've seen how DAZN closed their year. DAZN closed their year. Very last fight was Jacobs Chavez Jr. And I ran into Jacobs today, and shout out to him. That's my dude. And we had a conversation, but it's off the record, so I'm not gonna say nothing. But anyway, shout out to my man. He out here eating. He live in Atlanta. So anyway, that was the last, and it's not Jacobs' fault. Eddie Hearn entrusted Chavez Jr. to not be Chavez Jr. on a given night. If if it looks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck. Chavez has been plagued with the same problems throughout his whole career. I told you I'm not mad at Jacobs because he making M's. He got an extra M for Chavez Jr. fuckery. So that's a benefit to him. And any black man in America that can come up and make some M's by have a good story, be a good-hearted dude, I'm with it, straight up. So I ain't mad at Jacobs. I would fight Chavez too if I was in his position. That's business. But it's Eddie Hearn's fault because Eddie Hearn scheduled this to try to clout chase the Hispanic vote and Hispanic viewers, and you expect Chavez Jr. to not be Chavez Jr. And surprise, at the weigh-in he was Chavez Jr. During the fight he was Chavez Jr. I got a little interview with Jacobs too. It was loud as hell, so I hope y'all can hear it. We were in like the VIP room. I don't know what it was, bro. This is where the Atlanta Hawks play. And that venue was dope. I ain't never been there. State Farm Arena is dope, bro. Listen, y'all got to get the likes up. It is 4 in the morning, and I'm giving y'all a vampire stream.
And got a little bit upset about that, and there was a slight altercation as a result.
Man, old media is mad as fuck, bro. Hey, block this fool, bro. Icy, don't even talk to him.
So he stayed
Man,
to take a cab
shout out to Tank.
told him
Get your money, bruh.
that she would give him a ride.
These dudes is mad as fuck. Old media mad. oh, they mad. Bro, if it ain't one thing, it's another. Charlo, Tank, they fight people who make an excuse or get some type of injury, and when the person loses, then you blame the like when Charlo fought Sebastian Hyland, and Sebastian Hyland trying to not get knocked out, end up twisting his leg. People blame Charlo. How the fuck? So you're so afraid to engage and feel that man's punching power that you end up twisting up your leg. You end up twisting up your leg. That's somehow Charlo's fault. Gamboa gets knocked down by Tank Davis and falls weird, and they said he hurt his Achilles. Somehow that's Tank's fault. No, Gamboa didn't have a belt. It was a vacant belt. But still, it was still a title fight. Oh, media mad, bro. Bro, let's do it. All right, like this. Lomachenko, what was his first fight at lightweight? What was Vasil Lomachenko's first fight at lightweight? Y'all don't know shit about boxing? Just me? Okay. What was Vasil's first lightweight fight? Watch how I body old media. Per usual. What was this motherfucker Lomachenko's first lightweight fight? Y'all don't know shit? Y'all gotta look it up. You gotta ask Jeeves. What was Lomachenko's first fight? Linares, exactly. What happened in that fight for Lomachenko? Oh, that's right. He got knocked down. And he struggled. Okay. Just checking. Tank. Okay, Lomachenko is supposed to be number 1 pound for pound in the world. Ain't nobody said right now Gervonta Tank Davis at age 25 is number 1 in the world. So old media can never be new media. That's for starters. Second of all, Mr. Number 1 pound for pound, who is older because he stayed an Olympian 2 years or 2 Olympics in a row, and they only happen every 4 years. So he stayed an amateur 8+ years. Then he did the world of boxing. So he's older than Tank. He has 2 gold medals. He moves up to lightweight. gets dropped by Linares, and he's struggling. And Linares is a person. Linares is a person who's always he can box, but he's always had the same kryptonite, which is big punchers, pressure guys, battle of attrition. Tank will beat the fuck out of Linares. I promise you that. I promise you that. Lomachenko is number one pound for pound, according to all you motherfuckers, bro. What hotel am I in? Why you want to know? Is you gonna come visit me? Man, get the fuck up out of here. Lomachenko's first fight at lightweight, and these old media motherfuckers didn't complain about it. What? I ain't seen nobody from old media say, "Oh man, I don't know. I gotta take Lomachenko off of the pound for pound list because he getting dropped and shit by a guy who's been stopped and shit." That man had multiple He lost to DeMarco and he lost the very next fight. He had a decent struggle versus Luke Campbell, and he had to fight Anthony Corolla twice to beat him like sound. Then Lomachenko fought him. Ain't nobody took him off the pound for pound list after he after he gets dropped by Linares. But those same critics are now critiquing Tank Davis, and like I said, you would think Tank Davis lost based on the criticism. These motherfuckers want to hate so bad. Y'all got to get the like button. Bro, Gamboa, listen, I'm going to tell you the old media trick, bro. Old media is so stupid. Old media is so stupid, this is their trick. They'll say a fighter is so shitty and disregard the fighter without actually breaking down the fight, right? Without breaking down the fight. So no matter what happens, they cannot give credit to the fighter, especially if it's a black fighter. I'm going to say it again. Oftentimes, this is the old media trick, especially with black fighters. They will discredit the opponent before the bout actually happens. So it's a double-edged sword, a catch-22, that no matter if the person shines and looks great and knocks the person out, it doesn't matter. You know why? Because they said this person was garbage. They said this person is washed up. They said this person has no skill, etc., etc. Or if the fight is competitive and they show up to fight and it's closer, then what do they say? Oh, he looked bad. Bro, this is how they try to tailor make it so you're pigeonholed into not giving the black fighter credit. Yeah, ego is like playing tennis without out the net. I don't get what you're saying, but maybe. It's a way to it's a catch-22. All right, let's say me and y'all we're at a club, right? I'm the king of analogies. I'm gonna show you how this works. Watch, I got this. Listen, watch me cook them. Watch me cook them up. Watch this analogy or listen. Okay, let's say me and you guys are at a club, and there's a gorgeous woman that walks in, and I'm like, yo, I could get that girl. You see that pretty girl over there with the green eyes? Leave it to your man. I could go get her. I could pull that. And y'all like, man, you can't pull it. You can't pull it. But then I'm confident, and I'm so confident, and the beer's looking good. I got a fresh cut. So you start getting scared, like, damn, he might actually be able to pull that chick. So what do? You got to hedge the bet. So if I get the number or I don't get the number, then either way, I lose. It's a lose-lose, a catch-22. So in that situation with the female, that's like saying, I bet you can't get that girl's number. She's gorgeous. But even if you get it, she's a hoe. You see what I'm saying? So no matter what the outcome is, I've already failed. You can't get the number. She's out of your league. She's too gorgeous. She's too beautiful. But even if you get it, she's a thought. The bitch is a hoe. Bro, there so I can't win. Either I pull it, you said I can't pull the girl, but then even if I do pull the girl, you trying to undermine it by saying she's a hoe and anybody could do it. Man, come on, bro. That's what they do to black fighters. Y'all see it. I pointed out. You can't get her number. You can't, man. I bet you. I hope you don't get it. Man, she a hoe if you do get it. What? Then what's the point of even betting me? Either you have faith that I can get it because she a hoe, or you don't. King analogy shit. Bro, old media is struggling, bro. They want this is what they do to black fighter. They want it to be I can't give you credit, so let's just load it up with a bunch of bullshit. Did anybody hear me say that Gamboa versus Tank was a terrible fight? Did anybody hear me say Gamboa is washed up and he sucks and he's not a threat and Tank moving up in weight is gonna run through him? Did anyone who heard me say those things about this fight? Who heard me say those types of notions about this fight? Exactly. So once again, the reason I didn't say that is because I thought Tank would be the favorite, of course, but I thought Gamboa, he's a veteran. He has more fights at 135. Power's the last thing to go, and he's athletic and speed. He hurt Crawford even. So the reason I'm out here and not wasting, but spending my dollar to get here is because I thought it was going to be a good event and a good fight. That's what you guys got. You didn't hear me. There's a reason I didn't go to Jacobs versus Chavez because I am a business. Jacobs is my man. I just seen him today and chatted with him briefly. But I got to make it make sense. Charlo Harrison in my own state or try to go cover a fight in Arizona with a guy that I don't trust, like Chavez Jr., and I trust him to be Chavez Jr. You see what I'm saying? So there's a reason why I come to certain fights. You got to make this make sense. And I told you this would be a good fight, and you can't write Gamboa off, but they wanted to write Gamboa off so they didn't have to give Tank credit. It's very easy to see these things. So they loaded up a bunch of bullshit. So no matter what happened, you're forced to say, "Oh well, I'm not impressed." Tank sucks either way.
He was the office stud, and everybody had a crush on him. They had been working together long hours.
Then things started getting a lot less professional. They had a score to settle.
This was about making employees suffer.
Killing the co-workers in a new season of vengeance.
So yeah, man. I like when I'm reading the comments, I'm like, damn, did he lose? Like what? Let's break down the fight. Hold on, let me sip this water. Hold on, yo. All right. See, my voice is all fucked up from yelling. I had fun tonight. Tank is 25, and I'm wondering if I watch the same fight as y'all. Like, old media is so bad at their job, they don't even know what excuse to go with. They're saying Gamboa had a leg injury, but then they're saying he's washed up. Which one is it? So was he washed up Like they just loading up every excuse they could think of. That's how desperate they are. You guys see what I'm saying? Okay, I'm hearing that he was washed up. He had a glass chin. He has. You see how many excuses they've already come up with? He was washed up. He has a glass chin, and he gets knocked out easy. His Achilles, his shoe was messed up. He's old. He's really 160. I'm like, what? Which? Why don't you just pick one excuse and run with that, bro? They loading up every excuse in the book to not get his kid Tank no fucking credit. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is what they famous. Oh, he couldn't stop a one-legged man. It took 12 rounds. This is the type of bullshit. Terrence Crawford, they said the same thing when he fought Jose Benavidez. Oh, Jose Benavidez, bro. The level of racism in boxing is unreal. Jose Benavidez and Crawford, I seen him and shout out to him, but he's talking about stay away from Devin Haney and stay away from Lomachenko. I mean, I don't condone that, bro. I don't like. First of all, I don't like all this PBC top rank. They all have good fighters and shit like that, and PBC fighters, they can coexist in the welterweight without Crawford. We've already talked about that. I hope that's not the case, but that's not a way to bridge the gap. Kind of always bashing and you see it. But he's talking about stay away from Lomachenko. No, well, I want to see Tank versus Lomachenko. Lomachenko, man, come on, bro. Why would he stay away from him? Why would he stay away from Devin Haney? They've already sparred before. Like, I mean, that to me that comment didn't even make sense. So that's one thing. Man, it's just I'm seeing a lot of hating from, and some of the people are like celebrity boxers and shit, and I didn't expect it. And I know Tank has talked shit about Crawford and vice versa, so that's what it kind of seems like. Tank has said stuff about Crawford. He's not all that to me on Twitter, so it sounds like some kind of grudge or something. So it's just like petty tit for tat. But I mean, what are we talking about? Terrence Crawford, when he fought Gamboa, yeah, it was years ago, 2014 or whatever. But Gamboa, he's the same fighter. He's pretty much the same fighter. Maybe he slowed down a little bit. I don't know, but all I know he's coming off of a knockout win, and he has veteran tricks, and he has more fights at 35 than Tank. And Tank, people are acting like he lost, bro. It's crazy. This, like I said, the same hate that they gave Terrence Crawford. They said, "Oh, Benavidez got shot in the leg. It took you 12 rounds." Like, when is that? Listen, what part of the game in boxing is it that a motherfucker get knocked out, and because they got knocked out in the final round, that's that's some type of consolation prize. Y'all sound stupid as fuck. If any of you guys listen to me, if any of you guys believe this type of thought, just please unsubscribe from my channel. I don't need you. I don't want you. That sounds stupid. So it's a consolation prize that you got knocked the fuck out and dropped multiple times, and you get knocked out in the 12th round. How is that a good thing in boxing? And you injured yourself getting knocked down. Like, what part of old media is this where that is something to brag about? You know? Crawford fought Benavidez. They said, oh, he got shot in the leg. He got shot in the leg, so it took 12 rounds. Okay, who cares? It's 12 rounds. It was scheduled for a 12 round, and Benavidez got knocked out. Gamboa got knocked out. It was a rightful stoppage. He had been getting hurt throughout the fight. He, what did y'all watch? That's what I'm trying to understand. What the fuck did y'all watch? I thought Tank looked. I thought he looked sharp. You know, I thought Gamboa. More people wrote him off and disrespected him because he has quit on the stool and he had a Golden Boy fight against somebody and he ended up quitting. So he had losses,
During Berry's legal trial,
that type of shit.
prosecutors learned an unfortunate piece of information. He was back in the holding cell during the trial, and he made a comment to the
But
jailer.
I'm really struggling with this Tank shit. People acting like Tank was looking like almost got knocked out. Well, like what round did he almost get knocked out?
Berry convicted
Gamboa got some power.
Berry of
What round did he? Like what are y'all talking about?
but this particular juror was the only
Old
one
media mad as fuck, bro.
the death
I
penalty.
told y'all,
So Berry was sentenced to life in prison with no possibility of
bro. What did y'all see? Like people are like, oh yeah, this was. I expected so much. Tank doesn't look the same. What didn't he do? Because he didn't get an earlier knockout. Because all of his other fights ended before 9 rounds. Okay, this one happened 3 rounds later, but it's still a knockout. Y'all sound stupid as shit. I can't relate. I can't relate. People acting like, all right, I'm being so true. Tank performance versus Gamboa or Crawford versus Mean Machine. I respect the Crawford Mean Machine performance, but I think Crawford didn't do himself any favors in them early rounds, fighting a certain style, fighting a type of way.
but the forensics were clear on one thing. The killer needed
So what are we talking about?
and that alone gave investigators
You think Tank look more, I guess, exposed or vulnerable or whatever the fuck people are saying? I don't understand. I like what round did y'all give? Like, Mean Machine was actually winning some rounds, and he should have been credited a 10-8 round. And again, I don't do all the back and forth, like oh, I'm not saying this to trash Crawford or stupid shit. I don't play them games, but I'm asking you real life questions. I think I think Mean Machine was robbed of a knockdown. Period. Tank was never knocked down in this fight. He was battering Gamboa. I'm not understanding what the criticism is about. I don't understand how. Once again, they only do this to black fighters. Crawford knocks out Benavidez in the 12th. Oh, took you long enough. Tank knocks out Gamboa in the 12th. Yeah, but it took you 12 rounds to do that. But nobody says shit when John Molina's losing a whole fight and then miraculously knocks out Mickey Bay in the 12th. Like, bro, I honestly, from being there live, I thought Gamboa was finna quit because they were in the corner for hella long. So I'm like, his team wants it stopped. And people are somehow, because it went more rounds, they saying that it was a horrible performance. I thought Tank looked sharp, bro. Uppercuts, we was going crazy in the crowd. Uppercuts was foolish, disgusting, no bueno. The body work was good. He could have jabbed probably a little bit more. Um, there were times where it looked like maybe his conditioning was a little bit, but it wasn't nothing crazy. You got to understand. He knocked everybody out. He only had one fight or something. None of his fights went past 9 rounds. So I don't. I mean, I feel like you got to pace yourself. If you see the guy is crafty enough, doing veteran enough tricks to survive, right? Then you gonna punch yourself out. If he ain't going away, he ain't going away. It is what it is. Tank, Tank and Wilder got venom and rage behind their punches is scary. Facts. Paulie was hating for sure. I heard what he was saying. Like that's what, like real talk. Like Paulie Malignaggi, I've always liked his commentary, but recently it feels like he said some weird things that I'm like, I can't get jiggy with that. And it seems like geared at punchers. And Paulie, we all know when he fought wasn't really known as a massive puncher. So it's like almost like he has this venom and vitriol against Wilder, Gervonta Davis, like guys who punch hard as fuck. It's like almost like, man, oh yeah, they're not boxing like they're supposed to be. They're just using their power. What the fuck?
Examiner also found a bloody shoe impression on Heather's shirt and what looked like
I don't care, but Tank ain't knocking out Devin or Shakur if they fought, and that's facts. Block him, bro.
test kit found
First of all, just block this motherfucker, bro.
sexual assault.
Block him. It's not about knocking out Devin. Shakur ain't even in Tank's division. You sound stupid as shit, bro. Shakur Stevenson don't even fight at 135. He don't even fight at 130. So what does that even mean? How you know the outcome of a fight and Shakur would have to move up two divisions? These dudes don't know boxing like they think.
But there was no
Yeah, bro. These dudes just be saying whatever. I'm just blocking that stupidity. Me and my shooters.
and it looked as if the killer knew her.
Bro, what? I'ma ask y'all again. Let's get the likes past 100. I'ma ask y'all motherfuckers again. What rounds did you give to Gamboa? I'll wait. He said people want attention any way they can get it. I'ma ask y'all again. What rounds did you give Gamboa? I want to know what fight y'all was fucking watching. Someone said round zero, no rounds, none. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, what the fuck? People are like, oh yeah, this is a D plus, this is a C plus, C minus, this is worse. Bro, what round did Gamboa win? Like, what the fuck are we even talking about? That's why I'm like, I was actually spooked. I'm like, damn, like I'm leaving the arena, and then I'm like, oh, good night of fights. I got some good clips for y'all. So I'm like, cool. And then I start seeing people's comments. I'm like, oh, that's that old media shit. People like, oh yeah, stay away from this guy, and you got no round. I'm like, what the fuck? The man won every round, and he dropped. How many times did he drop him? 3, 4? What are we talking about? Bro, he was throwing some nasty shit. He was throwing the heat makers. How many times did he drop him, bro? Bro, he said Gamboa won the ring walk. Bro, the man got pushed. He lost, so he lost at the weigh-in because he got pushed. Then he lost every round. Man, come on, bro. What are y'all talking about? How many times was he dropped? I stopped counting. Well, like, how many times was Gamboa dropped? Please tell me. This is a gold medalist. You don't think he got tricks up his sleeve? He got more experience than Tank. Bro, Tank fought a gold medalist. That's still experience. It's not going to always be easy, especially when you're moving up in weight. Man, come on, bro. Man, Gamboa, truth, quiet as kept, he was doing dirty boxing. He was doing like little subtle things, not stuff that was egregious, but he was doing little subtle. He was doing subtle, like dirty things. Like, bro, that's what, man. They had me too close at the fight, bro. Cause y'all, I don't know. Watching on TV, I don't know what type of experience it was. Bro, Tank was on the ropes like this. His back was on the ropes, and Gamboa said, and like started leaning on him, bro. Did anybody see that? Tank's back was on the rope, and Gamboa said, like, start doing push-ups on him. I'm like, what the fuck? Bro, he was doing that because he thought Tank was tired, so he was leaning his weight on and pressing him into the ropes, trying to make him more tired. That's what Tyson Fury and Klitschko do. Tyson Fury did it to Steve Cunningham. See, y'all motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing. It's okay. It's okay. They want to talk boxing like me. That's why my channel continues to grow. This is why they channels never grow. They don't know shit about boxing. They want to be just like me. Okay, bro. Klitschko, he did it. Alex Lepai, Alexander Povetkin. It's like when motherfuckers lean their weight on you and you already tired. You don't want somebody all on you. He thought Tank was getting tired. He was getting whooped in the fight. And there was literally in one at round 8, 9 or some shit. Tank back was on the rope. And he said, like, and started leaning. He did it like 3 times. Like he was trying to call out Beetlejuice. That motherfucker did 3 times. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh, that's that veteran tactic shit. Hold on.
Police discovered that Heather had an ex-boyfriend who's a pilot stationed at nearby Pope Air Force Base.
That's that tactic shit. So, I mean, it's a gold medalist. It was a veteran. So he was just doing whatever.
Investigators asked military officials where
He was also trying to counter, like, some sneak shit. Like, Tank got hit with a 3-piece off the clinch. Gamboa did Tank kind of like Tank did Ricardo Nunes. It was a quick break out the clinch. And then Gamboa said, bop, bop, bop. And Tank's head was like, bow, bow. That's little subtle sneaky shit. One arm free, I'm finna clock you. So it was just little stuff. He did little. He's a gold medalist. He did little stuff like that, sneaky veteran shit. But some of it was dirty, like leaning on the man. Hey, block grudge, bro. Block these motherfuckers. You on my time. This is my channel. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. You can ask the question a million times, bro. I don't give a fuck if I ain't answer it. Don't keep putting it. If I ain't answer this shit, then just leave it be, or wait. Them motherfuckers keep asking me the same question every 30 seconds. That don't work like that. I'm talking about what I want to talk about. So anyway, Gamboa was doing little subtle, dirty things like that. Looking at him, he was clenching a lot, bro. Just little stuff to create space, time, burn down the clock, maybe tire out Tank, little stuff like that. So it's a good fight for Tank, so he can learn from those type of elements. Tank was trying to take his head off. Thing that makes Tank dangerous is he can explode. He can explode like viciously. There was one point where it looked like Tank was kind of getting tired, and then out of nowhere he started like shooting crazy uppercuts. I'm like, damn, he started throwing hard as fuck. Jay Shaw, $2 super chat. Tank is so dope, people won't credit unless it's the first round KO. Yeah, motherfuckers is hating. But I mean, I'm really disappointed with Crawford's comment too. He said something to the effect of like, stay away from Devin Haney and Lomachenko. First of all, that's not even how boxing works. We don't want to see fighters stay away. We want to see them continue to thrive and grow and go towards the fire. So why would you tell someone to stay away? That's not the boxing I want to be. I'm not telling Terrence Crawford to stay away from BBC fighters. I want to see those matches. You know what I mean? So I don't agree with that stay away stuff. I don't want to see fighters stay away. Yeah, what happens when fighters stay away? Joshua never fights Wilder, then he loses to somebody who he wasn't supposed to lose to. So anyway, that's my thought. I don't want to see nobody stay away and all that. And like people do too much. Like, first of all, if Lomachenko beat if Lomachenko beat Tank, then he beats him. But you're gonna have to show me that. Bro, you're gonna have to show me that. And guys are dangerous when they're veterans and they're do or die fights. If Gamboa quit, it's over for him. If he got stopped in the third round, it's over for him. He just got pushed at the thing, and if he got stopped early, so he had to fight, bro. They said his leg was fucked up, his shoes, I don't know, something. But it would have been over for him if he, because he's not, he don't have nothing that'll keep selling him. So he had to finish the fight or go out on his shield. You know what I mean?
And it works. Congestion's gone, and I feel great.
And the brush is so much easier than a nutty pot.
Trusted by happy noses.
Who's Mr. Fist?
Is nature's decongestant online and at these fine retailers. Music's cold and flu all in one.
That's not a stupid comparison. Felix Diaz is a gold medalist, and so is Gamboa. Bro, I want to know what fight y'all was watching, because the fight I seen, Tank handedly won, hurt the man more times, was never hurt, was never in any serious peril. I mean, I just don't know what more y'all want.
Then we deliver clear aligners to you for just 85
Bro,
bucks a month.
Terrence Crawford, the great Terrence Crawford, even lost rounds versus the Mean Machine. That's not a gold medalist. He went to the Olympics twice. He didn't get no gold medal. How he didn't get a gold medal? And truth be told, Bud should have been. I told you that he should have been knocked down.
Noom is made for the real.
He should have been knocked down by Mean Machine because he fought the wrong fight early.
And I don't have to deprive myself. It corrected all of
That's just what it is.
that I fall into.
From both physical and mental standpoint,
So I just don't understand why Tank is held to this standard at age 25. Like, I'm not worried about Tank versus Lopez. Bro, that's that old media shit. Get the fuck off. Get all these dudes off of my page, bro. I'm not with that old media shit. Go to their channels that are failing. They don't travel more than me. They ain't in the nice hotels like me. Bro, get that old media shit out of here. I'm not for that. I don't support that. I don't give a fuck, a flying fuck about Teofimo versus Tank. The reason why this was Tank's first fight, Tank is not fight. Okay, Teofimo's a great fighter. I've been checking for him for a minute. He just fought on a Mean Machine Crawford co-feature, right? Tank is fighting on his own cards now. He's a main event, and it was lit. Let me show you. Hold on. I'm gonna tell y'all, bro. Tank is a star, so everything has to happen on Tank's terms. But beyond all that, fuck the term shit. The bottom line is Teofimo. To like, I'm not here to waste my time. Like, y'all, how many times I gotta tell y'all? I'm not here to waste my time. I don't just get on here and talk for the sake of it. I'm here to grow the sport and really talk boxing. So if it doesn't seem realistic, if it doesn't seem feasible, and it doesn't seem imminent, then I'm really probably not trying to talk about it. The bottom line is Teofimo is supposed to fight Lomachenko. So we got to see who wins in that and if that fight even happens.
Description of the man driving Heather Stigliano.
Look at this crowd.
From that description, a police officer created this
Look at this crowd, man.
which was distributed to news outlets throughout the country. As a result, employees of a local construction company in Myrtle Beach told police that they
Y'all see that?
They said, well, we had a subject named James Whipple that worked here, but all of a sudden,
Look.
this guy never called in, never give us a notice. He's been gone for about a week now, which was kind of connecting to some of the timeline.
James Whipple was 38 years old.
Bro, that's Lil Kim, right? Man, come on.
Different states.
Look at Lil Kim. Oh my God, bro.
Grand larcenies, unauthorized use of vehicle, petty larceny, even a DUI or two with resisting arrest.
Why is it doing that?
6 days later, police found Whipple in Melbourne, Florida, driving Heather Stigliano's car.
I was on top of the world.
I don't know why it's recorded like that. What the fuck? Anyway, that was Lil Kim.
A suspect in a car.
But what connection, if any, did Whipple have to Heather Stigliano?
What the hell?
Investigators learned
I don't know why it keeps flipping to the wrong orientation. Y'all get the picture.
together in the past.
But that was the only connection that Whipple had with Heather at the time.
Man,
There was no
that shit was
connection
lit.
between Heather and
Y'all see that crowd?
Inside Heather's
You cannot say nothing about Tank ain't no star and nobody wants to watch this guy and all that dumb shit. Bro, look at this. Look.
Went through a methodical process of working from the outside in on the vehicle.
under the front seat.
Hold on.
Investigators found a bent, serrated knife, a broken clothes iron, a pair of men's athletic shoes, and bloody clothing. They sent the
Hold
knife
on
to
one
forensic
second.
pathologist Dr. Jamie Downs.
with the serrated knife, I looked at the separation of the tines of the
Hold on,
serrated
y'all.
knife, the little points stuck out, and noted that those were at repeated intervals, very consistent repeated intervals.
Dr. Downs then compared the size of the serrations to the knife marks on Heather's skin. And they were
Y'all see this?
A group of abrasions on the side of her neck, no bigger than a half an inch, was matched back to a knife in the
I'm
possession
trying to show y'all
of
this
the
shit.
suspect in the case.
Dr. Downs also compared the clothes iron found in Whipple's
Y'all see
possession
this?
to Heather's wounds and concluded the iron had also been used in the crime. Next, Steve Derrick wanted
That
to
crowd
see
crazy.
plastic pieces from the crime
I don't know how it
scene
looked on
hidden
TV.
from this iron.
So at that point, it became a puzzle. After everything
You see this?
photographically documented, started gluing the plastic pieces back together.
Bro, it was lit.
After some trial and error,
It was lit.
Derrick discovered the pieces fit perfectly.
The pieces from a crime scene in the iron car created a link
No, they said it was 14, 15,000, some shit.
being at the crime scene.
Man, who's Brian Ramirez?
Analyzed the athletic shoes found in Whipple's possession. They were size 11, the same size as the shoe impressions found in blood
Man,
at the crime scene. Steve
the bottom line, y'all can say whatever y'all want. The bottom line is
then
PBC is killing when it comes to the American market.
size and tread pattern were
Look,
the same.
Birdo,
Importantly, the wear pattern
Andre Birdo. Atlanta came out heavy tonight. The support was unreal.
identical.
Good show. Tank learned a lot fighting a former gold medalist.
Was the shoe to the exclusion of all others.
Derrick also concluded this was the shoe which made the bloody impression on
You
Heather's.
see what I'm saying?
The outsole design of Whipple's shoes matched this bloody
Bro,
impression on the
Tank got everybody talking like Al Heyman, man. Al Heyman is winning. Bro, look. I'm gonna show you.
In his very first interview with police, James Whipple confessed.
But see, Ryan, listen, Ryan's my dude, but this don't look. He said Davis is tired and Gamboa is old. But listen, I gotta call boxing how I see it, bro. Has Ryan Garcia fought a Gamboa? Has he fought someone as good as Gamboa? Honestly, he been at 135. Has he fought?
She said get the one inspired by dentists.
Has he fought anyone as good as Gamboa? So that's not. I mean, come on, man. That's not even fair. Like, Ryan Garcia says Davis is tired and Gamboa is old, but Golden Boy is stretching out a Jorge Linares fight. Linares lost to Lomachenko by stoppage, moved up to 40 and got stopped, and now he's moving back down to 35. And they didn't put. They putting it, bro. It's man. Come on, man. They putting Ryan Garcia in with Tank leftovers. Ego, you my mans, but this fight was bullshit. Block these dudes. You ain't my mans, bro. Get these dudes out of here. Get Gary out of here. Yeah, unless you Gary V. Bro, get these dudes out of here, bro. Get these motherfuckers out of here. Smash the like button. I'm not trying to hear that. Answer my question. Has Ryan Garcia, has Golden Boy put him in there with somebody the danger level of a Gamboa? Yes or no, and who was it? See, y'all always try to skip around the questions. Now I'm bringing the new media heat to y'all. Has Golden Boy put Ryan Garcia in there with the Gamboa? So it's unfair for Ryan Garcia to say, "Oh, Gamboa's old," because your promoter is not putting you in there with an old gold medalist with power like Gamboa and athletic. That was Tank's first fight at lightweight. Ryan Garcia's been fighting at lightweight, and he's big. He'd be way bigger than Gamboa, and he ain't. They not putting him in there with nobody like that. Shout out to D Bevel. In broad daylight, G Money voice. Exactly. We on that New Jack shit. Bro, so that's an unfair comment. You can't say, oh, but Tank, yeah, I mean, he's in there with the old guy. Okay, they Golden Boy had Gamboa, and they had Ryan Garcia. Gamboa was signed to Ryan to. How is Al Heyman picking? How is he collecting the careers of these people, and then mysteriously they end up in big fights? Pacquiao. Pacquiao was with Top Rank. He was fighting Jeff Horn and Brandon Rios and Chris Algieri. He get with Heyman. He fighting Broner and Keith Thurman. Much better. You know, Gamboa fought Tank Davis, and it took 12 rounds. When he was with Golden Boy, he ended up getting stopped by somebody. Quit on the, in the fight. Didn't look good. Shit like that. With Al Heyman, Gamboa fought Rocky Martinez and knocked him out, and now he fought against Tank Davis.
He was the office stud, and everybody had a crush.
So these are unfair comments. You can't say, "Oh, Gamboa's old," because Ryan Garcia's promoter ain't putting him in there with no Gamboa. I would love to see They won't even put him in with Jorge Linares yet. Why won't Golden Boy put Ryan Garcia instead of putting him on the same card? Fuck that. Put Ryan Garcia, because that's how I'll really be able to judge where Ryan Garcia is at. You know, fight a former champion like that, not like you know Jason Velez, but even a Linares, Gamboa, so we could see, so we could really gauge something. So you gotta make it make sense, bro.
His family indicated that he had some real problems with drugs and that he had an anger
And
problem.
Ryan Garcia,
He lost.
Golden Boy is putting him in there with the guy Tank stopped on the Mayweather McGregor card. That's a fact.
They said that it was something he could not control.
He's supposed to fight Francisco Fonseca, who Tank Davis already stopped at 130 because he comes from 130. Now 135-pound Ryan Garcia, Golden Boy's putting him in there with that. And he's since lost to Tevin Farmer as well, since the Tank lost. So once again, old media looking crazy. When Tank fights Fonseca, people bitch and complain. But DAZN put Tevin Farmer in there with Fonseca, and all of a sudden, because Eddie Hearn did it, not a black advisor like Al Heyman, nobody's mad at that. Now Ryan Garcia, Mexican promoter, Oscar De La Hoya, he's gonna put Ryan Garcia, his hot perspective or hot prospect. He gonna put him in there with Fonseca. Now nobody's offended by that. Nobody's mad at that. Funny how that works. But Tank fought him 2-3 years ago. Whenever Mayweather fought McGregor, and they said Tank is horrible. So how are the guys fighting? They're horrible when Tank fought him, but then other people get them after, and you don't hear old media complain. Somebody explain that to me.
Tests found the shoe impressions he thought he had cleaned. Before leaving, Whipple placed the pillow under Heather's head.
Somebody explain.
He also took the
Tell me how that makes sense.
later found in his possession.
We got to get these likes up.
A short time later,
Yeah, man. People, they jumping off the deep end with this one. They making it sound like Gamboa was piecing up Tank. I didn't see that.
Guilty in terms of committing the offense. He had confessed not only to police.
I did not see that.
Those confessions
I didn't even really give Tank. I
to journalists,
I keep saying the same shit. I didn't even give Gamboa no rounds though.
written letters telling everybody he.
Shout out to my dude Ty. What's up, New Zealand? What rounds did y'all give Gamboa? That's what I want to find out. What rounds?
The murder
What
suspect,
did he do?
confess like that and ask for the death penalty and say it so many times.
James Whipple was convicted of first-degree murder, but
See, y'all ain't got no answers. I'm just wasting my time.
he was sentenced to life in prison without parole.
Bro, they holding Tank to some godlike standard, and they making it sound like he was getting like embarrassed. I'm like, where did y'all see that at? And then, to be honest, like like I said, I don't agree with Crawford's comment. He says, "Watch out for it," or "Don't fight Lomachenko and don't fight Devin." Why not? Those are big fights. Those are great fights. I don't want to see people avoid fights.
But documented the extent of his brutality.
You know what I'm saying? Why would he not fight him?
The evidence that they can find from a piece of hair.
I'm trying to see those fights.
What happened?
And the other thing beyond that is
That really, to me,
Lomachenko is just a different. He's his own fighter, bro.
answering questions.
He don't fight like Gamboa or nothing. So what do we really? They're southpaws. That's the only comparison. What does Lomachenko do like Gamboa? Please let me know that.
A serial killer was loose, and investigators
I definitely want to hear.
until an alert investigator saw something no one
I want to hear what Gamboa does like Lomachenko.
on the victim's skin
And Gamboa got more power and more. Yeah, he just got more power. He had more power than Lomachenko.
Texas City, Texas is one of the largest oil refinery sites in America. The oil business is labor intensive, which poses its own unique set of problems.
So, like, man, you guys have to understand. Styles make fights. Styles make fights. Gamboa. Here's another example for y'all. Gamboa is sparred with Tank before. So that's another thing. Sometimes you get a look at somebody, you know little stuff that they did or that they're vulnerable. Because you look at Danny Jacobs versus Deryevchenko, they had sparred so many rounds that he knew who Jacobs was, and it was a grueling fight for both. That's what happens. You know, that's what happens when you have some familiarity with the guy.
Except for her shoes was bound and bloody. The second one
So
was
Tank,
bloody.
you gotta understand that he sparred with Gamboa before.
The victims' clothing was scattered near their bodies.
So Gamboa might know little deficiencies, like, oh yeah, I know Tank.
Forensic investigators
Lomachenko, he ain't never sparred with Tank Davis, so he would have all of his learning would be learning on the job. Do you get what I'm saying? He would have to just figure it out on the job and not make no mistakes. His margin for error would be, I'm dealing with this guy for the first time. Even look at Badu Jack and Jean Pascal, same shit on this card. Badu Jack and Jean Pascal sparred before. You see how these motherfuckers, when they've already had to look at you, it don't matter if you sparred thousands of times or maybe even a few times or one time. If somebody get a look at you, that's a sneak peek. That's a sneak peek, a preview of you. Depending on how many rounds you went.
So she took
Hold
a
on.
bunch of drugs. She self-medicated herself. And she got the wrong drug and it just took her.
Dana Basil's story was
Anyway, so I don't even understand what the Devin Haney and Lomachenko comparisons are even about. Because at the end of the day, those are their own fighters. Devin sparred him, though. But I heard mixed things about the sparring. I heard, Tank got over him on him. And then the second one, it was different.
When we got there, we realized the remoteness of that area and the sagebrush and the snakes and the coyotes and the insects. We couldn't get back in there to check.
Oh, media mad as fuck. This shit is so funny.
so the Coast Guard conducted an
They really mad. They don't want to see the young boy shine.
Investigators looked at how the crimes were committed, hoping to find clues to the killer's identity. In their view, it was a disorganized crime.
Shakur not even in his division though.
First murder.
These two divisions below him.
In my opinion, it was kind of a sloppy scene for somebody to leave so much behind.
So that's that. Man, I can't even. I just don't even want to talk boxing with certain people. Because they just be saying, oh, his power, he don't have power at 35. Like, what are we talking about? He had one fight.
Also found shattered glass
He had one fight. And power showed up. He got to stop it. Like, I don't know, man. At the end of the day, it just has me lost. He had his. People were saying he don't have power, but the shit looked powerful. And he dropped him multiple times, and he stopped him. So what are we talking about, people? Oh, Tank ain't got no power.
quite sure what, if anything, would
He stopped the man in the 12th round. And people were, I really read comments like that. Oh, his power didn't carry up. What? His power didn't carry up, but he just knocked the person out. Gamboa ain't been knocked. He ain't been knocked out many times. I think he had 2 knockouts, and one I think he quit. That was that Golden Boy one and Terrence Crawford. That's it. Who else knocked Gamboa out? Who knocked Gamboa out?
100% real milk, just without the lactose, so you can enjoy it even if you're sensitive. Yet some people say lactate is a real milk. I guess all those cows must actually be big dogs. Sit. I said sit. Each year, America
Why the fuck would Shakur move up 2 weight classes?
paying on car insurance. That's why I went to the zebra.com.
Y'all don't know shit about boxing, bro.
Claims to save you money.
Y'all just wasting my time.
Zebra shows you who actually can.
That don't even sound remotely realistic. Shakur moving up 2 weight classes for what? He trying to fight Josh Warrington, and he has a belt now. So why are you gonna move up to two weight classes? Man, come on, bro. Come on, man. Y'all gotta do better. Old media mad as fuck. Who else knocked out Gamboa except for that Golden Boy card and Terrence Crawford?
Sounds like quite an extreme accident.
Who else knocked him out?
More like a death, really. Yankee gangster, we're gonna bury you. There will be blood and feathers everywhere, my darling.
Brock Shaka XXL. Block Shaka XXL. We gonna turn you back to extra small. Get him out of here. Get the bum out of here. Oh shit! Business brain, rock-a-bye, baby, in broad daylight. Woo! Yeah, extra small, XXS. Get these bums out of my chat, bro. That's what I'm saying, man. These people, they just make up their own realities. Tank moved up in weight, knocked the man out. People saying his power didn't carry up. What type of sense does this make? But like I said, look, Gamboa Diesel, look. Gamboa Diesel. And he's a gold medalist. But once again, people rate somebody so low to the point where they say he can't do nothing. Yeah, he fought Robinson Castellanos when he was with Golden Boy, and he got dropped, and he basically quit in that fight. But real knockouts has been Crawford and Gamboa. Daniel Ponce de Leon got power, and he didn't knock out Gamboa. Neither did Salido. So that's what I'm saying. Old media was hating on this fight so much, so they start drilling into their head that Gamboa was so washed and he was horrible and he couldn't do nothing and he was going to get steamrolled. So when it takes 12 rounds, they act shocked about it. The only reason you're shocked is because you don't. Once again, it's not that it's shocking. It's you don't know shit about boxing. So you look from an unrealistic spectrum, and you give no type. This is a fight. This is two guys with two hands and 2 feet. I told y'all that how am I getting it? The fights I tell y'all to look for, how do they always turn out? I said Badu Jack versus Jean Pascal. That's gonna be a good fight. Better Bia versus Vostik. Maurice Hooker versus Jose Ramirez. Don't sleep on Andy Ruiz in the first fight. I said all of this. I said J Rock versus Hurd. I said these are all good fights, and they all literally were fights. They were all good fights, all of them.
As in this simulation of a print forming on skin.
I told you. You ain't never heard me say, "Oh, Gamboa is so washed up and he has no chance." Bro, this was a do or die fight for him. He knew he needed to try to win it and at least put on a good show. And he has more experience. He's a gold medal. It's just what it is. He got more fights at 35 than Tank, and he has power and speed and good counters. So you can't take that a person like that lightly. So, Paulie Malignaggi and Crawford and the fans and everybody else who are like over assessing, like over critiquing, in my opinion, this fight. I just want to know what more did you need to see? How many rounds did it take for Crawford to get Gamboa out of there? Anybody remember? What round was that? Because I remember I had Gamboa literally. When Crawford fought Gamboa, I gave Gamboa like the first 5 or 6 rounds. He got him out in the ninth. So what are we talking about?
Rookie had to first identify the victim's skin pattern.
Tank hurt him multiple times in the fight to the point where it looked like he was gonna try to bail out, and then he got him out finally in the 12th.
Find pieces and leave the artifact intact as opposed to taking
In his first fight. People acting like, no, he looked horrible. What?
Identify the repeating patterns of the victim's skin.
And then there were spots where he paced himself and he didn't want to punch himself out in a new weight class. I mean, this is like these aren't big things to be concerned about. First fight, lightweight, I think he looked solid, bro. He was throwing with vicious intent. He can explode at any minute. This is a good learning curve because you can't just get necessarily everyone out in 9 rounds. End of. People are like, oh, but Gamboa, it's a gold medalist. Terrence Crawford fought Felix Diaz, who lost to Lamont Peterson, even though you could argue he won. And then he beat Felix Diaz. That might have been his only loss. But anyway, how many rounds did it take for Crawford to get him out of there? Because that's another fight where Crawford was doing his thing, but he didn't just walk over him. It took several rounds. When did Felix Diaz get knocked out by Crawford? Because it wasn't like no second, third round knockout. I remember watching several rounds. Anybody know? I mean, even the Mean Machine. How many rounds did this is a guy with no gold medal, but he's a 2-time Olympian. How many rounds did Crawford take to get him out of there? Man, somebody tell me Felix Diaz versus Crawford. How many rounds does that go? And Mean Machine versus Crawford. How many rounds? Because from my recollection, those all did at least 6 rounds. And it was really more than that, like close to championship rounds. So what are we talking about? Once again, why is Tank being held to this standard that nobody else is? So nobody's gonna answer. When did Mean Machine get knocked out? What round was it? Nobody knows? Hey, I'm about to get out of here. I ain't finna waste my time. I gotta finish packing anyway. Yeah, this chat is too slow for me right now, and I'm up way too late. So we're gonna have to reschedule. Continue this. Yeah, people, y'all sound tired. Y'all tired as fuck. Mean Machine took 9 rounds. Felix Diaz took about that too. I'm telling you. So once again, why? So why is it the expectation Tank gotta knock these dudes out in 5 rounds or less? Like again, Gamboa ain't been. He really got. He has 2 stoppage losses. He has 3 losses now with Tank, but he came in with 2 losses, bro. He came in with 2 losses, and really one. I don't know when he signed with Golden Boy. I don't know what type of shape he was in, how motivated he was, because he kind of quit in that fight. So Crawford is the real guy that stopped him. Diaz Corner stopped the fight in what round? That's all I'm asking y'all. What round was it? Once again, why is Tank held to a standard? Like Paulie Malignaggi, from what I understand, was criticizing him, but Paulie Malignaggi, he didn't knock out Zab Judah. He didn't knock out what's the other dude from Brooklyn? So why 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 I just don't understand why people build these perceptions and then only certain people gotta live up to it. You know what I'm saying? Triple G didn't knock out Jacobs. He didn't knock out Derevyanchenko. He didn't knock out Canelo. Right? So why are we expecting Tank has to knock him out in 3 rounds? Because he has power and because you want to undermine Gamboa and make him look worse than what he is? I mean, come on, man. Lomachenko, when did he knock out Linares? When did he knock out Linares? How many rounds was that? Because I remember that fight went several rounds. Okay, Diaz was the 11th round. Lomachenko moved up and got dropped by Linares. How are people not talking about this, but they're acting like Tank looked horrible? Man, y'all got to think about it. I'm out. Y'all got to think about this stuff. I'll continue it, but I got to, it's late as fuck. I got to finish packing. We working though. Paulie said Gamboa was a shot fighter. But what? Where? Once again, people answer questions, and nobody can answer the question. People create these narratives, and everybody repeats them, and they go on and recycle the information without even thinking about it. People were saying it like Gamboa has no intangibles, no attributes. Diaz was stopped in the 10th. Okay, exactly. People create these perceptions and these realities in boxing and give one guy no fucking chance. And then when the fight goes more rounds than you think, like this just is like clown shit to me. He did so in boxing now, if you knock someone out, you gotta knock them out on your schedule. I mean, that just sounds stupid. Oh yeah, like okay. Here's an example. Tyson Fury just went with an inexperienced guy, not a gold medalist, an inexperienced guy, 12 rounds. And they be on his nuts. ESPN be on his nuts. Oh, yeah, he looks like a heavyweight Crawford. Oh, my God. He was in there with an inexperienced Otto Violin, struggling, losing the first half for sure. Should have been stopped. And people are saying, and people are saying that Tank Like I said, why? How does he have this standard that nobody else is putting on anyone else? Like Charlo Harrison, bro. Charlo Harrison too. How many rounds? It wasn't the 11th round when Harrison got knocked out. He been knocked out by Hurd. He been knocked out by Willie Nelson. Boxing don't work like that. Harrison really wanted it. He was motivated for the Charlo fight. He was in shape. Bro, these guys, if you fighting the Tank, you fighting the Charlo, people are probably gonna try to get up for you. You know? So you got to factor in more than just meets the eye. This was a do or die fight for Gamboa, and it's the name that would bring him back. So he could have just trained real hard for this one fight. Packs a ton of experience, packs a punch, has speed, athleticism. So he came real focused. Tank didn't do nothing wrong.
I just happened to look to my right, and there was a small
People just doing too much. They making it sound like Tank was out there looking horrible and like getting fucked up. Like for me, I'm just telling you, Amir Khan when he came back and fought Samuel Vargas, that's a fight where I can understand the criticism because Samuel Vargas is the person that Errol Spence and Danny Garcia stopped, and Amir Khan's supposed to be part of the elite welterweights, and he had already had a tune-up with Phil LaGreco, and he came back and he was getting badly hurt. That's different. Tyson Fury, Otto Violent, these are different because you're not fighting Olympic gold medalists, and you're struggling with them. Triple G just struggled with Derevyanchenko. He lost to Jacobs. Why didn't Triple G? He didn't do shit after he knocked him down once. Like, come on, bro. Triple G is a silver medalist. Tank ain't no silver medalist. But Gamboa is a gold medalist. Triple G just really lost to Derevyanchenko. And they robbed Derevyanchenko and gave it to him. Again, this old media criticism is mind-boggling because it's so one-sided, and it's only to certain fighters. Lomachenko can move up to lightweight, get dropped by Linares, who I think Tank would destroy, who had already been destroyed. And you want me to say Lomachenko's #1 pound for pound still? And he's the Matrix and shit. So the Matrix got dropped. Tank didn't get dropped. I could understand if Tank was getting embarrassed in school. Literally, go watch the Crawford-Gamboa fight. Gamboa literally was beating Crawford the whole first half of the fight. Period. That's just what it was. He was beating him. Tank beat him, this version of Gamboa, every round. End of story. Anyway, on that note, I'm about to pack. Atlanta's been real. I got a lot to say, but I got to rest up and pack. We working.